that had English skills and was getting their masters, right? Because that's me.
Oh, congratulations.
Ooh.
I'm getting my masters and masters.
So how do you feel about Spanish taking over America?
Golf?
I'm Canadian, so I don't really care.
That's
thanks.
what our
Masters in the golf competition.
that's what us Spanish people have been doing for years. See, us Spanish, we came from Spain and planted our seeds into the Aztecs, and then we slowly made the Mexicans. Now we're slowly overtaking the United States by bringing them up. See, that shit works.
This kind of
Infestation. Get it?
I'm Canadian though.
I'm Spanish, so I started it all.
I'm Brazilian.
Come on, man.
Hydra.
Hydra is doing a trade run right now.
Can't kill
Sucks,
greens. Fuck
doesn't
you.
it?
You know, no,
It's
can't do
Hydra
it.
and Black Legion who are working together right now, so they've got 2 galleons and a trade ship.
Who?
Hydra.
Yeah,
and Black
do we have? I want to go.
That's the
Man.
question.
You being a
I'm just
military
saying.
guy. God damn it.
Information.
How much does a galleon
would you bring
cost?
the
I honestly would like, if anything, if I know that the whole pirating thing is kind of on a standby right now, but if anything, I'd really like to refocus that aggression and that attention towards doing like GHA and even just pirating the Reds. I'd like to get people on like an actual galleon and show them how to get on and off efficiently, as well as how to stop other galleons and other ships, and how galleons and clippers work really well together. So eventually that will be coming down the line. I think that it's a very good idea to learn how to get on ships quick while they're moving and not have to stop.
Can I have a guild website link?
No.
Please?
Somebody want to get them the website. It's just jointheinfestation.com.
Okay.
Picture of herpes on there.
Picture of herpes on there.
Yep.
I like
That's my picture. It's just a picture of.
Okay,
Mine.
everybody be nice. Fact is coming in.
Okay.
Oh Jesus! Everybody starts screaming. And
Okay.
We're in the supermarket with our mom.
Hey, you're in the supermarket with your mom.
Can we
B.
just synchronously say faggot?
No.
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 What the fuck?
That'd be. It's like playing.
Your great grandma, your
getting-
grandma, your mom.
What is happening right now? Infamous is fucking KOSing me right now, and this is very disturbing.
Okay, and by the way, the changing the guild name thing was totally my idea, just so we could. It wasn't theirs, so don't think it was theirs. They just don't want to put up with the whole having to deal with. Because I had suggested that to them, and they're like, "That's a good idea. That would totally like wipe the slate clean, or wipe the slate clean." Sorry, I'm a little bit. You guys are causing me to drink. God damn it!
What do you
Okay.
think?
Good. Good.
All right. I'm gonna yank him down. Here he is. Here he is.
Waiting.
One beer.
User was moved to your channel.
All right, guys. This is Fact. He's the leader of Imperial Legacy. Go ahead, Fact.
Hi everyone.
How's it going?
Hello.
Hello?
Are we supposed to say hi?
Yeah. Please.
Shut up, Ralty.
You don't have to.
The fuck is
That
this,
wasn't me.
kindergarten?
That was unholy to
Guys,
say.
stop. Let him talk.
Shut
Let
up.
him talk, guys.
It's fine. It's fine. No, I'm just doing a trade run right now. Basically, I know a few of you guys don't like me. It's cool because you don't know me. But there's a perception of what Imperial Legacy is and what we like actually are and what we work towards. So, there's some discrepancies there. You guys may see some members being douchey or whatever, and we kick those people from the guild or we yell at them. So, every guild has bad eggs, and when you have 600 members, you're sure to get those. So, I understand if there's some animosity towards the guild. I would be surprised if there wasn't. So, if people don't like me because of my guild tag, completely fine.
We're used to it.
Yeah.
You don't gotta tell us.
But that was, and we don't really have any problems with you guys. Like, I haven't encountered anything in the past like 2 weeks that was an issue with you guys. It was just beforehand when the server first started coming out, like there was a lot of trade pack stealing and uprooting and douchebaggery from pretty much everyone on the server. But one of the big names that people saw was Infestation, and that stuck with people. And it wasn't even like us and Survey Corps are even like asking you guys to change your name. Like, that would be a douchebag move for us to push you guys around and say, you know what, fuck you, change your guild name. Like, we're not like that. It is just, it would be enormously beneficial for you guys and for us if you guys did. Because not only are me and Survey Corps trying to work with your guys' guild, but you also have to understand, like, people in our guild have gotten trade packs stolen from you guys. Like, people have encountered you guys being douchebags, and you guys have seen us being douchebags. And it is hard to explain to a guild, like, you know what, they completely change. Like, their goals as a guild are completely different. And you know what, even one of our other leaders was like, I'll fucking believe it when I see it. And I told one of our other leaders today, you know, I handle all the diplomacy for the guild, and sometimes he can be quite a douchebag because he runs the other side of things. And he was like, they're not going to change their name. They don't want to change. And it would be nice to prove him wrong for a change. Like, I am trying to help you guys, and Survey Corps wants to help you guys, and it is so much easier to explain to our guild that you guys have a changed goals, a changed mission, like a changed direction as a guild, if there's like that PR aspect of it where you guys are like, you know, we're rebranding
User
and we
joined
changed
your
all of our
channel.
shit, and we're moving towards a new direction, and we're cutting off the old and ushering in the new, and we no longer want to be like when we had the guild summit, which I know a few of you guys are upset with me, but I did, and I don't think Evil Roach saw it, but I asked one of your members who the leader of Infestation was, and I sent in-game mail to Infestation by giving it to Evil Roach, and I even posted about it on the forums. Like, I invited you guys to the guild summit, because me and Gary Oak decided, like, even the pirate guilds should have its chance to be able to, like, shed what they used to do and begin to help out the faction towards our goals. Because, believe it or not, like, I understand that there's that animosity towards Survey Corps and Imperial Legacy. However, Brave Newbies and Rated Mature have a 1,600 person alliance right now. And do you guys know whose castles they're gunning for? The ones that Imperial Legacy and Survey Corps have chosen. So if we don't get those castles, those two zones right there with the burning logs that you need for countless recipes, those zones are going to be overpopulated with enemy faction and overran with enemy faction, and they're going to get a closer spawn point to that forest and to that mine for all of the materials that we need, and they're going to have a foothold there. And if you think that you're going to be able to place a house there, you're mistaken, because they'll raise the taxes to hell before they let anyone go there. And it's going to be a clusterfuck up north. Like, the East is already banding together to stop us, like, as a Western faction, and we don't have the same organization for the West right now because we're too busy fighting ourselves. And if you guys were to rebrand and rename yourselves and say that you're going for a different direction, it would be so much easier for us and Survey Corps to explain to the other guilds of that guild summit that you guys are no longer the Infestation, that all 13 of those people came into the channel and said they didn't want you at the table. Like, and I'm not even joking, we asked everyone in the channel, what guilds are you guys not willing to work with because of any past issues or pirating or anything like that. Every single one of them said Infestation. And I'm not trying to make that personal or anything, that is just what they said. And I know there's issues that people have with our KOS
User joined
list.
your channel.
At the end of the day, I'm the only one that writes our KOS list. And people can say that it's biased or whatever. I don't have time to go out and do trade runs and shit in game. I don't have time to go to Halcyon or Hasla and get shit on by some random greens. Every single moment that I'm logged in game, 10 to 12 hours a day, is since inside of my house or inside of Halcyona in our guild area, whispering my own members, other guild leaders, and just cleaning up after my members and other guilds members because we have this alliance going right now. So that is my sole job, managing it. So the only reason that I have a KOS list is because people send me screenshots of shit that happens, or we do a guild event and shit happens, and that's how people end up there. You guys ended up on ours really early because of the pirating stuff. And I want to take you off of there. And I did take you guys off of there today. When I was talking to Evil Roach, I said, guys, hold up on the infestation killing because I'm talking to their guild leader right now, and we're going to see if we can work something out. And people started bitching in chat, saying that you guys aren't going to change and everything. And one of our guild leaders says that he doesn't think you guys are going to change your direction or change your guild name or anything. I would like to prove the other people at that guild summit wrong, because I know you guys have good members that fight the other faction and don't fucking give up. Like, I've seen that shit before. And when you guys are fighting us, you don't fucking give up either. That is the kind of shit that we need to go against the West, or the East, sorry, not the West. And, like, these are people that we would like to have inside of that small alliance that we have right now that is actually fighting the East. Like, the reason that we do so much and give so much to Survey Corps and work together is because they're the only other large guild out there right now that is actively fighting the East. Like Eclipse, they're not doing it. Disposable Heroes, they're barely doing it unless they're in Hazla to get a world boss. Like, other guilds aren't doing it just for the fight. And you guys do that, but it's hard to work with you because of the situation with the guilds right now. Like, not only do I have to answer to my 600 members, but I also have to answer to all the members and leaders of the guilds in the Guild Summit. And that is a monumental task. So I am trying to help you guys help me. help me help you is basically what I'm trying to get at.
One of the big issues that a lot of people are kind of wondering, fact, and I mean, they want to hear it from you. What are you going to offer us if we do decide to come and help? Like, what is your goal? What is the goal with, you know, Survey and all of them? Like, what benefit do we get out of this if, you know, we change other than just being able to get these items on said continent?
Well, one benefit is that when you're, like, if a guild were to fuck with Survey Corps, like, they're actually our allies, like the only guild that we're actually allied with right now. Because if someone attacks them, we attack them too. Like, it's mutual. If another guild were to say they're going for Survey Corps' castle, they're automatically on our KOS. But in terms of, like, just your guys' guild and doing a new name and then being a part of that guild summit, you guys can help a guild up there and be able to put down land in one of those zones. You guys know there's a 30% decrease in all times for growth phases and gathering phases for your farms up north. So it's a 30% increase in profits for having land up there. There's the mineral water that's up there. There's the Archeum trees that are up there. So it's not just a matter of, like, more land. There are major benefits of having land up in Aurora. And if you help one of the, like, Eclipse and Disposable Heroes or whatever, like, they need smaller guilds to help them defend their area, and they're willing to give out land for that kind of shit. And with, like, other guilds that are in our non-aggression pact, if you guys were to call us at any time and said Brave Newbies is shitting on us at this location and we have this many trade packs, we will send our guild out there. Our entire guild. We will send them out there and kill them, because that is what we like to do. We're trying to fight the East. That is our number one goal. If you guys are at Friedich and something happens, we would come out and help you guys. And I told Evil Roach this, that I would put it down for you guys in writing. The only things that we're looking for, don't uproot people's shit or steal from their, like, illegal farms. Like, a few of the larger guilds have areas that they've claimed as their illegal farms that we, like, kind of back up. You know, it's just like a mutual respect type of thing. Like, we don't fuck with your illegal farm, you don't fuck with ours. But if it's some randos, like, it's whatever. We help each other with trade runs. All we're asking for is people fight the East, don't fight each other, don't steal, and don't uproot. Like, those are, like, the 4 things. And if you guys didn't do any of those things, and even if you did, like, I have douchebags in Survey Corps that kill one of my guys one day. All I have to do is talk to Gary and they get kicked. I had a dude kill a member of Eclipse the other day. All they had to do was talk to me and they got kicked. It's just, we're all working towards this goal of the North, and we're trying to cut out the bullshit with the politics and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's pretty obvious that the 4 largest, most organized guilds, like, get claim of the castle, but they can't do that shit alone. And they can't take those castles without giving something to the smaller guilds that are helping them. So it is up to the small guilds to work with the larger guilds to get what they need for the North. And we're trying to work together as a faction instead of this fucking petty going purple, fighting, stealing trade packs bullshit. And the reason that we kill pirating guilds and stuff is because we're trying to make a statement towards the pirating guilds, like, go red or go the fuck home. And I am personally sorry that we killed you guys yesterday. I didn't know that you cut out the pirating. None of us did. And there are still people that think you guys aren't going to. And that is the whole reason that me and Gary, and we're really nice dudes, and we're not, like, egotistical or douchebaggy at all. But, like, me and Gary thought it would be, and Evil did too, that it would be in your guild's best interest to, like, rebrand so people didn't have the negative stigma attached to your guild name. People don't look at your name when they kill you. People don't look at your name when you steal trade packs from them. People look at your guild name. And Evil just said you guys haven't pirated or stolen anything for like a month. And every single person in that guild summit on Sunday said your guys' name. It doesn't go away anytime soon. You have to be vigilant with the way that you handle your guild name and the way that you handle your affairs. And I know that you guys are, but you still have the name attached to you and it's not working for you.
I know there's a few people who had questions that I didn't, whatever, so I will let them talk to you. Because I've pretty much got everything that I wanted to hear from you, so... Go ahead, guys, one at a time, please be nice.
Well, the main thing for me is, what if we don't want to rename?
I wouldn't want to rename either. Like, I wouldn't want to. Would I think it was necessary? Hell yeah. I wouldn't want to change the guild name that I already have a vested interest in, that I've already dedicated time to. I wouldn't want to do that.
User joined your channel.
But it's going to take a long time to be able to change the way that people perceive your guild. And, you know, in the time that it could take you to change your guild name and rebuild your image, it will take you like 3 or 4 times that to be able to clean up your act. And by then, Aurelia is going to already be out and people are still going to not want to work with you for... Honestly, you guys aren't going to be able to change your image in the 2 weeks from here to Aurora, by not changing your guild name. There are going to be guilds that will say they vehemently do not want to work with you guys. And I think Disposable Heroes is one of them. If I'm not mistaken, there was some drama with that today. Evil, I think, right?
And honestly, I don't even know who Disposable Heroes is. That's how...
Oh, I do. One of the officers is my neighbor. They're an anti-PK guild. They will kill pirates. They will hunt pirates. But otherwise, they're anti-PK.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that why they keep getting raped all the time and we don't have to worry about them? Cool. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Doing your thing, gents. I'm sorry, but I don't really care about those, you know, those little people that are just QQing because they start fights with us and get rolled. That's our main issue. We haven't done anything to anybody for a while. And people decide they want to have us on their KOS list, and then they come and attack us. Then we get put in jail because we don't give up. You attack us, we will make you leave. And we will continue to pop purple and get you the fuck out of our area.
I know.
That's how we roll.
Shit, and I want you guys to use it against the East. Like, I want other guilds on the server to quit attacking you guys so you guys can focus all of that energy on the East.
And
that's what we should be doing anyways.
What most of Infestation is pretty much saying, and I'm pretty sure will stand behind me and say this, we love our guild name. We love Infestation. There's a funny story behind it. It's Infestation. Okay, yeah, okay, we were branded as whatever, but we want to keep our name, and if we have to work 2 times harder to clear this name so that people work with us, then that's fine. You know, whatever. But this whole killing on site bullshit is retardedly petty. And if you guys are really serious about this whole we want to band as a group together, then you guys will have to just get over it as a group. Because here we are trying to work with you. And you guys are like, oh, well, you have to change your name or else we can't work with you because this is going to be hard. Well, if that's the case, why don't we just all go re-roll Reds and then come back and fucking kill you guys anyway? You
Like, so
know?
much effort.
It'd be so much easier to do that. And that's the big point. We want to keep our name. We don't mind helping you, but we've heard nasty rumors, aka someone was saying that you guys had screwed over a couple guilds via the Kraken runs, and someone was saying that you guys had backstabbed other guilds and whatever. So we're trying to make sense of this coming from you.
Also proof of that.
Proof of what?
Backstabbing. Apparently.
Okay, bring it out.
Not me. Pointing it out that people apparently had to have proof.
We kicked people out of our alliance, not because of backstabbing reasons, because they can't control their... I'm pretty sure you're talking about Flawless. Retaliate is going around bitching right now because he's not getting a castle. And I'll tell you guys why in this channel. Retaliate says that he has 150 level 50s on right now. He's a fucking idiot. And I will say that in this channel. Retaliate is a fucking idiot, and Flawless is an idiot guild and ignorant for thinking that they can hold a castle.
They already tried to attack us today. They failed at it.
Let me tell you something about Flawless. They had internal issues as a guild, and they were on our KOS list for their thieving, pirating ways in the beginning. They talked to me. They were cool. We patched
Really,
it up.
asshole?
I gave them my TeamSpeak. They can use our TeamSpeak. They have been for the past month. And then they got pissed off because they don't have as many members of Survey Corps. They don't have the organization that Survey Corps did. And Survey Corps said they wanted Markala from the very beginning. And then Flawless was like, at the last meeting, they're like, oh, we kind of want Markala too. I was like, no. Flawless has never had more than 15 people on our TeamSpeak at any given time. When we did the Kraken run, we decided that Flawless could have 10 tentacles and the rest would go to Survey Corps because Flawless only had 1 galleon there and Survey Corps had 5 and we had 7. We gave all the tentacles to Survey Corps. What did Retaliate and Flawless's members do? They jumped into the fucking water and grabbed as many tentacles as they fucking could. And we told them to give back the tentacles. They did, but it still caused issues. They have never had more than 15 to 20 people on TeamSpeak at any given time. If they can't even control their members from jumping into the water and grabbing Kraken tentacles, how the hell do they think that they're going to have a 70-man raid that is coordinated enough to go against someone that's attacking their castle? It's not going to fucking happen. It is unfathomable that they would be able to hold a castle. And I told Retaliate that, and I told him that he was setting his goals too high. And I told him 3 weeks ago that he should be teaming up with other guilds for their castles. I'm not saying us. I wasn't asking for help. I was saying it for Eclipse and Disposable Heroes. You guys know what Setting Suns and Free Wind Expedition did. They both wanted the same castle, and I told them, guys, it's not going to happen. Both your guilds are too small. So they merged. That is what people need to do. It is a numbers game in terms of castles. You need to have at least 70 people, and they need to be coordinated, which that means you need at least like 120 to 150 active level 50s to be able to do that kind of shit. And Flawless doesn't. So they're going around screaming backstab and all this shit. That is because Retaliate is trying to get an alliance going against Survey Corps to fight for their castle. And he thinks we don't know about it. I know about it. I don't really care. He's pouting because he's not getting his way. We didn't backstab him. If anyone backstabbed anyone, it was Retaliate. Because we didn't even know that they were leaving our alliance or leaving our TeamSpeak until I was told about it from one of their guild members. We weren't even contacted. They didn't even come to us with any problems at all. I wanted to dissolve their membership of the alliance anyways because they don't come out and help for like killing brave newbies or anything. One day we had our raid lined up for killing Rangosa on Friedrich, and Retaliate jumped in and tag it so that he could get the loot from it without even asking. It's just childish shit like that. And he's going around to other guilds like Smug and War and all that kind of stuff, trying to get people to go against Survey Corps's castle. It's just not going to happen. The only good friend that we've had on this server is Survey Corps, and we've never done anything wrong with him, and never will.
Anyone else?
Yeah, just on the topic of castles, which guilds are actually going to get the castles? Just top 4, top 5?
According to your guild summit.
It is Imperial Legacy is going for Calmlands, Survey Corps is going for Markala, Eclipse is going for Heedmar, and Disposable Heroes is going for Numari. And they both have smaller guilds that are getting land, or medium-sized guilds that are getting like a whole guard tower area. Everyone's working together for that. Brave Newbies is going for Calmlands, Rated Mature is going for Markala, and then there's like a few others that are going for castles together from the eastern side. So we know which castles the east is going for already. And also other guilds that get pissed off at us are trying to work with the east to help them get their castles. It's insane right now.
And just if we were to partake in this, where would we stand? Like, what's our end game in helping you guys?
Like, I'm not even asking for your guys' help for castles or anything like that. Like, I want to be able to not kill you guys and be able to go to the guild summit and say that you guys are trying to work with us and stuff. Like, I'm not asking for you guys to do anything at all. Like, anything that you already do, anything that I could ever want you to do would be accomplished by not having you guys on anyone's KOS list, because if no one's killing you, you guys are going to be going for the east. So it's not even a matter of asking you guys to do anything that you're not already doing. It's just trying to help other guilds see what I see in your guys' guild and getting them to believe that.
How would if we wanted land that conflicted with your guys' plans?
What do you mean? Like if you wanted the same castle that we wanted?
What if? Saying we do, I haven't even figured any of this out yet. But what if we did?
The guild summit already like agreed which guilds are large and organized enough to be able to have a castle. And
That
I don't
isn't
know
the
if you
law.
guys. It takes what? A shit ton
100.
of. It takes a shit ton of gold and a shit ton of stone. You need like 10 50k miners. You need a 50k alchemist. You need 40,000 smelting. You need a lot of shit to be able to get a castle. And you also need to have 70 members on at prime time to be able to defend it. And also you need to be able to have enough people in your zone to defend the zone from reds, because there is no wartime up there. It's always at war. And there's no crime either. So if anyone wants to come plowing through a zone, that is why we put the larger guilds up there. It's because it's like defense for the area by having the large guilds there and having all of their members there. It helps
User
defend
left
the
your
area
channel
from
was moved
reds
to your channel.
and from unfriendly guilds of our same faction. But if you guys wanted land, if you wanted to help out a guild, that is something that you guys could get, because you're one of the larger ones. Like you guys are a medium-sized guild. You could probably be able to get a whole fucking guard tower area to yourself, which that is like, off the top of my head, a guard tower is between like 40 to 50 like thatch farmhouses, like that much in size. So the possibility for you guys to have your own guild area up there, it is there. Like, it is possible too. Like, I could be able to pitch that to the guild summit, because for some reason they fucking listen to me. It's because I'm nice, I guess. You guys don't know it yet. I'm actually really nice.
Any questions for you guys? I know some of you guys had a lot of crap that you wanted to say, so now's the time to say it.
Feel free to be
I-
as mean as you want to.
I got
Probably
mine
the
out of
same
the
thing
way.
you guys feel is, you know, if we start running merchant ships again and stuff like that, oh, we'll help you, and then try and get halfway out there and to get ganked and everybody turn purple on us.
When was that?
Oh, I'm just saying that's.
Oh, he's
that's
worried
one of the
about
things
that.
that's brought up. That's one of the things that's brought up too.
Oh no, I would never do that ever. And if anyone did, like, if we had a 5-man group that would flag up against you guys, I'd fucking kick them from the guild in a heartbeat. All Evil would have to do is send me a fucking screenshot, and they would be gone. And I would be yelling at them on TeamSpeak for corrupting the guild name.
Fair enough.
Like, this isn't a trap that we're trying to pull you guys into liking us or something. Like, I'm not like that. I see what you guys do and what you're capable of, and I want to help you work towards those goals. And I manage all the diplomacy for the guild, for my guild. So at the end of the day, whatever I say goes in regards to alliances and KOS and that kind of shit. But one of our other leaders thinks that you guys are not gonna fucking change. And I said that, you know, they were talking about maybe changing their guild name, and he's like, they're not gonna fucking go for it. And these other guild leaders think you guys aren't gonna fucking go for it. Now, understand how big of a fucking deal it is to change your guild name. But at the end of the day, I think it's something that, like, if you guys want to do the Aurora thing, I'm not even saying you guys have to keep the guild name. Just maybe after Aurora comes out and you guys show that you're worth it, like, you could even go back to the Infestation name. It's just like, it is something that I think would be beneficial for you guys at this point in time if you're trying to get into the game for Aurora. Like, if you're trying to get on that playing field, if you're trying to clean the slate with your guys' guild and how these other guilds perceive you, like, I think that's what you need. Especially with some of these other guilds, like, I can't fucking control what they do. I can put as much pressure on them as I can, but at the end of the day, getting other guilds from the guild summit to put you guys on the non-aggression pact is going to take a lot of work, especially if your name is still fucking Infestation, because they're going to think that you guys aren't changing. They're going to think that you guys are not dedicated to the process, and I already had 2 guild leaders tell me that shit. And actually, one of them said that he doesn't think that you guys are going to change your name, and that if you guys do, then that'll be news to him. So that is, I didn't even want to ask it of Evil Roach. Like, I know how big of a deal that is.
The name change thing is probably. I mean, I understand why we would change it, but the thing is that we still really have no proof that any of this is going to go through. It doesn't matter if we changed our name. That it's not like you guys are necessarily going to take us under your wing regardless. The main point that we're trying to get through is apparently we scare everyone enough that everyone has put us on their KOS list, and to us, that's exciting, because if we scare you enough to make you guys come out to kill us, then we win. That's all it takes. If you guys are that afraid of us to work with us, then we win in the end, and you guys are losing. So that's your fault. I mean,
it wasn't a fear thing for these guilds. It was just like, you guys stole trade packs. Like, I don't think any guild is like overly afraid of you guys. It's just they didn't like you because someone stole a trade pack or something. Like, one time I was turning in trade packs at Friedrich, and someone from Infestation, sorry, I don't remember the name, like, you know, when people put down packs and someone picks them up and turns them in, like, people were just standing there. Like, they would stealth in, take one, and turn it in really fast. Like, shit like that.
That'd be me.
Can I say something regarding the name change?
Go,
I just-
mister.
Sorry, it's Mr. I just does not make any sense to me, this idea of the name change and how that's going to represent us changing. It just does not register any sense to me. And I just want to say that we have done what we've done. Everybody knows what we do. If we stop doing that, people will notice. When people see Infestation and they get killed, and all of a sudden they stop getting killed over the next week or two, they will notice. And if guild leaders do not understand that, they can't register that. They say, oh, I need a name change. To me, personally, that mentality doesn't make any sense.
It's not just the name change, though. It is, they
No,
need
we will
something from you
change.
guys.
Listen, we will if we change our ways as people want us to, people will notice that. they will notice, hey, Infestation isn't stealing our trade packs. Infestation isn't going bloodlust and killing us. They'll know,
Also-
oh, look at them.
Makes about
They're
as
not
much
doing it.
sense as us saying that a lot of smaller guilds know that Imperial Legacy members are jackasses and think a lot of Imperial Legacy members are jackasses, so why don't you change your name to clear your
Because
slate?
here's the thing: when they contact me about that shit, I kick them. We stole 20 trade packs from a guild the other day. What did I do? I sent them 200 gold to repay the debt from those
And
trade
Roach,
packs.
and with all due respect, Roach has done that on
Multiple occasions, including
multiple occasions.
to your guild mostly.
Yeah,
People
the
who
thing
know
is,
Roach
like,
know he's on the up and up.
it isn't even like a guild name thing. There is a PR aspect to this type of thing where you guys need to demonstrate the willingness and ability to change. If you guys
And
don't
that's
want
like
to change
we
your guild
said,
name,
we will
if that
change.
is something
We will
that you
see it
guys
in our
decide
actions.
as a guild that you don't want to change your guild name, that is fine. You guys just have to do something that demonstrates to the other guilds that you are willing to change. And you
Well-
can do that by making a long forum post that like outlines the new direction as a guild on the forums. There are multiple things that you guys can do to change the way that people perceive you. But if you think that people are just going to notice over time, out of sight, out of mind. Like, I haven't been killed by you guys for like 3 weeks, but you guys were still on our KOS list because of the shit that happened before. And the Guild Summit still had you on there, even though you guys haven't killed them before in like the past 2 weeks. It's out of sight, out of mind. People aren't going to notice that you're changing unless you make it clear and known that you're changing.
No,
If
I
we
just
change
disagree
our
with that
name.
mentality. I think if we this has been really the first day where we've discussed the whole change thing. So I don't know where like a month of not, I mean, people have been pirating this week. So I mean, if we change, people will notice that. I mean, we you know, people see us. We've gone in and helped some Imperial Legacy guys who are getting attacked. We've helped I personally have gone in and helped a Survey Corps guy who was getting attacked. So people will notice that. I just don't agree with you. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense to me that the name change is even an issue.
Also, if we even change
What
Can
he's
I
the
jump
saying
in
is
here,
that it's a
mister?
tangible difference that we're making. Like, you can't just add a new flavor and expect everybody to know it. You have to change something where everyone shares the same channel, the same medium. Like, not everybody reads the forums. Not everybody like knows us individually. We have to change something that's tangible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the tangible aspect is you guys not killing people and not stealing and not doing piracy things. That is the tangible part. But you guys have to broadcast that and make it known. Otherwise, it is not going to reach these guilds in the time that it'll take to get into Aurora for you guys.
But if you really actually want to support us and help us like you say you do, the best thing for both you and Survey Corps would be to suck it up and fucking be there. And show them, hey, look, these guys are changing. We're showing you that they're changing. And us at the same time, we can be there for you to, you know,
Okay.
to show you guys, look, you
Hold
know,
on for a second.
yeah.
Because my guild is doing a run right now, so I
User
have to
joined your
leave.
channel.
But I will make a deal with you guys. Like, I didn't even care about the name in the first place. It was an idea that was thrown out to be able to get you guys to demonstrate that you're changing what is happening inside of the guild and demonstrate that to the other guilds that are in the Guild Summit. So it's less work for me to have to pitch this fucking idea to them over and over and over. If you guys make like faction chat posts, like in game, like stating the new direction, or like a forum post, or both, that you guys are not pirating anymore and that you're working for God, I'm on the other server and they're poking me right now. If you guys are demonstrating that you're changing and you write something that you are, like on the forums and in game on faction chat, I will work with you guys. It isn't like change your name or you can't work with us. It isn't that. It's just I'm trying to find avenues where you guys can work. So I will be back in like 15 minutes, okay? I have to go really fast.
Yep.
Okay, be right back.
User disconnected from your channel.
I wanted to say something.
He'll be back, don't worry.
Even if we
Yeah,
change
I
the
had
name,
something
it
on
could
my
be
Okay.
the same thing.
thing.
Okay, let's do one at a time.
Can I say
Sorry.
my thing?
I raise my hand.
Yes, go.
I don't know.
Even if we change their name, isn't it like the same thing that happened with Darkwater? They changed to Hydra. Everybody knew.
Yeah.
So if we
Yeah.
change our name to like Willy Wonka's
Chocolate Factory.
slaves, well, they'll still know we're
I think we just need
infestations
to
one
say
way or
the name
another.
and-
Something will get
and-
out.
It's not to trick people though. It's just to show that we're making an effort to change. Like it's not to trick people at all, by no means. It's just to tell people that we're changing direction. That's why we're rebranding, pretty much.
Yes,
Why every
but
business rebrands to change their direction to
he
change.
still has a logical point there. Everybody knows me. I've been talking to everybody on the server literally the last 2 weeks. Everybody knows who the fuck I am. So if I all of a sudden lead another guild, it's not gonna change anything. They're just gonna be like, oh great, he's leading somebody different.
User disconnected from your
Can I
channel.
throw something out?
By the way,
Go for it.
broadcast it.
So he was saying that if we changed our name, that's a big step to showing we changed. But if we can prove to Survey Corps and Imperial Legacy that we changed and they vouched for us, that would also be a big step up.
That's
The
what-
problem
that's what he
the problem is you guys would have to actually want to go out there and help and want to attack Reds and want to do these kinds of things. Granted, yeah, okay, as Bull said, we might only be able to get table scraps for now, but we dug that grave when we started it like this.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Go for it.
Since when are we not talking about a ceasefire anymore?
Seriously. There's two ways that this is gonna go. Either we all agree that we want to fuck them in the ass and take their castles, or we might as well just join them to actually get things done. This is all I'm seeing.
How are we actually going to take
There's
their castles?
no
though? Like it's
speak
just a
of
numbers game,
this.
like you said.
It
It's
can
a
only go up to
numbers
50
game.
on 50. Like, that's the limit for those fights. It's 50 on 50. So if we can get 50 members there, we can successfully potentially assault a castle.
Also, what I heard, I didn't know anything about these castles, but all those proficiencies we need, never knew about that.
Yeah, we've got none of them.
Fucking crazy, yeah.
I've been telling you guys that for a while. That's why I designated everybody to do different things.
I mean,
Right.
again, I want to sort of bring the discussion back to
Decide on that,
why
you
are we
get a
not
guard
talking about a
tower?
ceasefire anymore? Because I thought we had decided that what we wanted was
I told
kill each other.
I told him that I started talking to him, and I told him that the negotiations through the guild were just not going well, and that a lot of members had hostility still towards him. And he said, "Well, do you think it would help if I came in and talked?" And I told him, "If you want to come in and talk, go